Welcome back, the rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln wheat. Penny coins value in today's market. First up, the 1920 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny. This particular penny, without a mint mark, and in good condition, is a fascinating piece of U.S. coinage. It may not be the rarest coin out there, but it certainly holds significance in both historical context and value for collectors. So, let's take a look at this coin and see what it's worth in today's market. The 1920 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during a time of great change for the United States. The country had recently emerged from World War I, and the Roaring Twenties had just begun. The economy was booming, and the world was rapidly modernizing. This was also a period when coins like the Lincoln wheat penny were widely used, and they were a key part of daily life for many Americans. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln wheat penny featured the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The wheat penny design was used until 1958, making this series an iconic part of American numismatics. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1920 Lincoln wheat penny. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, along with the words, "In God We Trust Liberty," and the year 1920. The coin was struck without a mint mark, meaning it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, the only mint that did not use a mint mark during that time. On the reverse, we have the classic wheat stalks framing the inscription, "1 cent," a design that is simple yet emblematic of the agricultural roots of the U.S. The words "E pluribus unum" and "United States of America" are also featured on the reverse. Despite being in good condition, the design still stands out, showcasing the enduring appeal of the Lincoln wheat penny. Now, let's talk about the condition of this 1920 Lincoln wheat penny. In good condition, the coin shows noticeable wear, particularly on the high points of the design. The details are still visible, but they've become slightly worn down over time from circulation. The obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains fairly legible, and the reverse wheat stalks are still visible, although not as sharp as they would be in higher grades. Coins in good condition are generally those that have been used but still retain enough detail to be recognizable and of interest to collectors. While this penny isn't in pristine shape, it still holds value as part of the Lincoln wheat penny series. So, what is the 1920 Lincoln wheat penny worth today in good condition? Well, in today's market, a 1920 penny without a mint mark, in good condition, typically has a value between $1,000. This can vary based on the specific condition of the coin, as well as the demand from collectors at the time of sale. While the 1920 penny is not considered rare, its good condition and historical significance as part of the Lincoln wheat penny series keep it valuable for collectors. Coins from this era are often sought after by those looking to complete sets or add notable pieces to their collection. The 1920 Lincoln wheat penny continues to hold interest for collectors due to its place in U.S. coinage history. Collectors of the Lincoln wheat penny series often seek coins from specific years, like 1920, to complete their sets. Even in good condition, this penny is a nice addition to a collection, particularly for those who focus on coins from the early 20th century. Additionally, coins from this time period, including those from 1920, are valuable not just for their design but also for their connection to Abraham Lincoln, one of the most influential figures in American history. The Lincoln wheat penny serves as both a reminder of Lincoln's legacy and as a tangible piece of our nation's numismatic history. Next up, the USA Abraham Lincoln wheat penny from 1957, but not just any 1957 penny. We're focusing on the one without a mint mark, in a stunning red color shade and in fine condition. In this video, we'll explore what makes this coin so valuable and what it's worth in today's market. Let's dive in. First things first, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during the final years of the wheat penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. This coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse side shows 2 stalks of wheat, a classic design that gave the coin its name. What makes the 1957 penny special is that it was one of the last years of the wheat design, as the Lincoln Memorial design took over in 1959. So when you hold a 1957 penny, you're holding a piece of American history. But what really sets this coin apart in the collector world is its condition, specifically when it's in fine condition with a red color shade. When we say this coin is in fine condition, we're referring to its level of wear and detail. A fine coin will show some signs of circulation, but the main features like Lincoln's portrait and the wheat stalks on the reverse are still clearly visible. In fact, a coin in fine condition will have light wear, but it's far from being heavily scratched or worn down. If you look closely at this 1957 penny, you can still make out the fine details of Lincoln's face and the wheat design on the reverse. Now, let's talk about the red color shade. Coins that have retained their original red color are often considered more desirable by collectors because they haven't been exposed to too much wear or environmental damage. Over time, copper coins like the Lincoln wheat penny can turn brown, but those that maintain that vibrant reddish color are often referred to as red coins. The red color is often an indicator of a coin that was well preserved in the right conditions, making it stand out even more to collectors. For a 1957 penny to keep its red color is pretty special, and this can significantly affect the coin's value. If you happen to find one in red condition, it's definitely worth paying attention to. Alright, now let's get to the good stuff. How much is this 1957 Lincoln wheat penny worth today? Well, the value can vary depending on a few factors, but in general, a 1957 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in red color shade and fine condition can be valued at anywhere between $45,000 in today's market. You may find some coins on the higher end of that scale, especially if they are in exceptional red condition or have been graded by a professional grading service red color shade. Coins with that beautiful red color are more sought after. The more vibrant and well-preserved the color, the higher the value. Demand in the market. Coin values can fluctuate based on how many collectors are after that specific coin at any given time. The more popular the coin, the more its value can go up. If you're looking to sell or buy a 1957 Lincoln wheat penny, there are a few places to check out. Websites like eBay or other specialized numismatic auction sites are great for seeing what these coins are selling for. Local coin shops are also a solid option. They can give you an estimate on the coin's value based on its condition and current market trends. If you're a collector, or if you're just starting out, here's a quick tip. Always take good care of your coins. If you're lucky enough to find a 1957 penny in red color shade, be sure to store it in a cool, dry place and consider using a coin holder or album to preserve its value. And if you're buying, make sure to check the coin's condition carefully. What might look like a red coin could actually be a brown coin with some red toning, which won't hold the same value. Next up, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark in a red color shade but with full damage. You might be wondering, can a damaged coin still hold value? Well, stick around as we explore this coin's worth in today's market. So let's talk about the coin itself. The 1946 Lincoln wheat penny is part of the famous wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. This particular coin is a 1946 issue, and it doesn't have a mint mark, which means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. On the obverse, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and the reverse side features 2 stalks of wheat, a design that gave these coins their iconic name. But what sets this particular coin apart is that it has a red color shade, indicating that it still retains some of its original vibrant color despite its condition. However, it also comes with full damage, which means it's seen some rough handling over time. Now, this may leave you wondering if there's any value left in it. When we talk about full damage, we're referring to a coin that has visible signs of wear, scratches, dents, discoloration, or even possible corrosion. This kind of damage usually results from poor handling, exposure to the elements, or improper storage. For a coin like this, the red color might still be visible in some spots, but you'll likely see areas where the coin has been scratched or worn down significantly. Even though this coin might not be in pristine condition, it's still worth examining, because collectors sometimes find value in damaged coins, especially if they're rare, or from a significant year. However, it's important to note that the value of damaged coins will be lower than those in excellent or uncirculated condition. Now, let's talk about the value. A 1946 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in full damage condition, even with its red color shade, will not fetch as much as one in better condition. In today's market, you're likely looking at a range of $2,000 for a coin in this condition. While it's not going to break the bank, it's still a coin with historical value. The red color shade adds a bit of premium value, but the damage significantly reduces the price. Market demand. The coin's value can fluctuate based on demand in the market. If collectors are actively seeking 1946 pennies, the value could be slightly higher. But generally, damaged coins don't command high prices. Rarity of the coin. While the 1946 penny is not particularly rare, the fact that it is from the later years of the Wheat Penny series can make it interesting to collectors looking to complete their sets. So if you're looking to sell or buy a 1946 Wheat Penny in damaged condition, your best bet would be to check online auction sites like eBay, or you can visit local coin shops. However, keep in mind that dealers will likely offer less for a damaged coin than for one in better condition. Still, it's always worth asking for an appraisal if you're unsure. If you're a collector, even damaged coins like this 1946 penny can be valuable in their own way. Sometimes they're purchased for the purpose of completing a collection, especially if they are hard to find in better condition. If you're buying or selling damaged coins, make sure you're transparent about their condition, and don't expect to get top dollar for them unless they have significant historical value. Also, if you're holding onto a damaged coin, it's essential to store it properly. Even though it's damaged, improper storage could cause further deterioration, which can affect its value even more. So, there you have it. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark, in red color shade but in full damage condition, will be worth around $50,000 in today's market. It's not the most valuable coin out there, but it still has historical and collectible value. Just remember that condition is king in coin. Collecting the better the condition, the higher the value. Next up, the 1945 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark, featuring a black color shade and in full damage condition. You might be wondering if a coin like this still holds any value and how much it's worth in today's market. Stick with me, and I'll break down everything you need to know about this damaged beauty. Let's start by taking a quick look at the coin itself. This is the 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny, and it's part of the larger series that was minted from 1909 to 1958. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait, while the reverse shows two stalks of wheat, which is where the coin gets its name. As for the mint mark, this one is from Philadelphia, since it doesn't have a mint mark, making it a standard issue from that year, but this coin is far from ordinary. Not only does it feature a black color shade, but it also has significant damage, which affects its overall condition. The black coloring could be a result of tarnishing, oxidation, or even improper storage. Now, the question we're here to answer is, what does all this mean for its value? When we say full damage, we're talking about coins that have been heavily worn down, scratched, dented, or possibly even exposed to corrosive elements. This 1945 penny shows clear signs of aging, and the black color shade could be a result of exposure to moisture or pollutants over time. The damage on the coin has definitely diminished its original beauty, but it's still worth discussing because damaged coins sometimes have collectible value depending on their rarity in the market. Now, it's important to understand that in the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin in full damage condition doesn't command the same prices as one in pristine or uncirculated condition. But let's see how this particular penny holds up in today's market. Now, let's talk about value. In today's market, a 1945 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in full damage condition, especially with that black color shade, typically ranges between $65,000. That's right, even in this condition, the coin still holds some value. It's important to note that the black color shade does add a slight premium compared to a coin without any discoloration, but the damage still significantly reduces its overall value. As we've mentioned, the damage is the biggest factor affecting the coin's price. The more wear and corrosion a coin has, the less it's worth. The black color on this penny might look unattractive to some, but it could be of interest to collectors who enjoy unique or unusual coins. It might even be a sign of natural toning or environmental exposure. So, if you're looking to buy or sell a 1945 wheat penny in this condition, your best options are online platforms like eBay, where you can find other collectors who may be interested in damaged or unique coins. Local coin shops or coin shows are another option, though dealers may offer less for a damaged coin than you might expect from an uncirculated one. If you're a coin collector, damaged coins like this one can still have a place in your collection, especially if you're trying to complete a set or focus on coins with unique features. Sometimes, the history behind a damaged coin is just as fascinating as the coin itself. If you're storing a damaged coin like this, it's important to keep it in a safe place where it won't sustain further damage. You can use a protective case or holder to help preserve it, especially since the black coloring indicates it's been exposed to some environmental factors. Proper storage can help maintain its current condition and avoid further deterioration. Next up, the 1938 Abraham Lincoln. Wheat penny with D mint mark in extra fine condition. You might be wondering what it's worth in today's market. Well, stay tuned, because I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this coin, including its value and why it's so sought after by collectors. First, let's take a closer look at the coin. This is the 1938 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny, and it was minted in Philadelphia with a D mint mark, indicating that it was produced at the Denver Mint. The front features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse side shows two stalks of wheat, giving the coin its signature design. The coin we're focusing on today is in extra fine condition, which means it has been well preserved. You'll notice clear details on both the obverse and reverse sides, with only a small amount of wear on high points, perfect for collectors who want a coin that's almost as good as new now. The D mint mark is an important factor when determining the coin's value. In 1938, there were three major mints producing these pennies: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D mint mark indicates this coin was struck in Denver, and it's considered a common mint mark for that year. However, don't let that fool you. There are still some nuances that make this coin special. Extra fine condition is where this coin really stands out. In extra fine condition, the details on the coin are still very sharp. You'll notice the clear outlines of Lincoln's portrait, the wheat stalks on the reverse, and the absence of major wear. Coins in this condition were well preserved and likely spent only a short amount of time in circulation. This level of preservation is key for its value. So, how much is this coin worth today? In extra fine condition, a 1938 Abraham Lincoln. Wheat penny with a D mint mark is valued between $500 in today's market. While it's not a rare coin, the fact that it's in extra fine condition definitely increases its value compared to coins in poorer condition. Now, if you're lucky enough to find one in even better condition, like uncirculated or MS-63, the value could jump up significantly. But in extra fine condition, you're looking at a solid $700. The D mint mark doesn't make this coin rare, but it does help determine which mint the coin came from. In the case of the 1938 penny, most collectors focus on coins in excellent condition, regardless of the mint mark. The 1938 Lincoln wheat penny isn't considered rare, but coins from certain years or mints that are in great condition always attract interest. The demand for well-preserved coins like this one helps keep its value steady in the market. So if you're looking to buy or sell a 1938 D wheat penny in extra fine condition, you have a few options. You can find them on online marketplaces like eBay or even through local coin shops. If you're selling, be sure to have a clear description of the coin's condition and always compare prices from similar listings to ensure you're getting a fair deal. Now, you might be wondering, should I hold on to this coin, or is it just a good investment for the short term? While this penny is valuable today, it's important to note that its value isn't likely to skyrocket anytime soon. That said, it's still a great coin for any collection, especially if you're building a set of wheat pennies or you're just getting started with coin collecting. If you're looking for a coin with a lot of potential for future growth, you might want to focus on rarer or less common years. However, the 1938 D wheat penny in extra fine condition is still a solid piece that can hold sentimental and historical value. So there you have it, the 1938 Abraham Lincoln. Wheat penny with D mint mark in extra fine condition is worth about $15,000 in today's market. It may not be a super rare coin, but its excellent condition and classic design make it a great addition to any coin collection. If you have one of these in your collection, you've got yourself a nice little treasure. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this video helped you understand the value of the 1938 D wheat penny and what makes it special. If you've got any questions or you have a similar coin in your collection, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future coin content. Until next time, happy collecting!